The market tries to bounce and gets turned away. Are the bulls' backs against the wall? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that we were in a neutral area of the market and we'd likely see some very choppy behavior, but we were looking for a bounce up towards the 0.5 to 0.618, and so far that's what we're seeing as the market has bounced on Tuesday and then rejected some key resistance. So now the question is, can the bulls hold support? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, the market moved up on Tuesday, then kind of whipsawed around. We were all over it. We had 2 winners and 1 loser on our trade for a very nice winning day. We caught a really big move up and a nice move down. So if you want to be part of this winning team and understand how to trade this crazy market, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. We did have some scenarios where we could make a more immediate bearish count and make an impulsive move off of the highs. I didn't like that scenario, and it did not play out. I was looking more for the bounce up toward the 0.5 to 0.618 area on the chart. And so far, that's what we're seeing, as the market did find a way to continue its bounce. It rejected key resistance up here around the 5350 area and the 382 fib, and then pushed down back through 5,300, and now we'll see if the bulls can hold support as we move down. We are coming into that first support area to the downside. It is 52.32, all the way down to 51.73. If they break down through 51.73, then a new low is likely incoming, and we're going to most likely test the April lows, if not push through them on the ES. And if they do push through the April lows on the ES and the NASDAQ, that would be a very, very big warning for the bulls. So that's what we would look for as we go through tomorrow and the rest of the week, is can the bulls hold above 51.73? If they can, we would be looking for them to continue to the 54.22 to 54.93 zone. This would be a very common wave target bounce. And then they can extend as high as 55.81. That's still within wave B parameters. It also comes right back to this very big inflection point where the market tried to break out. It failed over here, down, it failed here and down. So if they came back up and were able to hold that and come back down and break support, then we would be looking at breaking the April lows and a bear market starting to take shape. If, however, they're able to come back, hold, and break through that area, then we'd be obviously looking at a bull market towards 58.30 to 58.50. So nothing's really changed since yesterday. They bounced it up as we suspected. We do look for 54.22 to 54.93 in the coming days. If we see that and we see a rejection that breaks support, then it might be time for the bear suits to come out and the bear market to take effect. However, if they're able to break over that 55.81 area, 58.30 to 58.50 would be next. Over on the NASDAQ. So on the NASDAQ, we had a potential for a quick bounce and then a resumption of the downtrend in a more impulsive type move. I wasn't very confident in that based on the overall structure, but it was a possibility that could play out. Obviously, that did not play out, meaning this is much more likely an ABC that hits the 1.0, and now they're trying to bounce. They rejected that very, very key 18,500 level. I talked about it in my room today. That would be a level that would likely be very strong resistance. It was, as they've rejected about 400 points down off of that. And now the question is, can the bulls hold support on this move down and continue to push up for this bigger B wave that we're looking for, or potentially even a bigger move to new all-time highs? And that would look like this. So the pullback here needs to hold 17,625. That is the 764. Assuming they can hold that level and bounce, we would look for them to hold and push back up towards the 19,175 to 19,603 region. 618 comes in right at this rejection point right here, where we saw a heavy failure in the market as they tried to break out, failed, and then failed very low. So this 618 is a very key target, 19,603. Of course, they can always extend to the 764 at 20,132. But above that, and we start looking at new all-time highs in the 22,000 range. I would look for a corrective move off of this low, and so far that's exactly what we've gotten. We would be looking for a bounce again into this range, and then you'd be looking for the start of a potential C wave down that would be really fast and strong, assuming the bears can hold this resistance area. Again, if the bulls are able to bounce it up into this resistance box, pull back, and then break back above the 764 here at 20,132. The market does turn back to very bullish, and we would look for new all-time highs in the 22,000 range. So your key levels, the bears really want to hold 19,603. They can extend it up to 20,132. Above that, bullish. Below the April lows, bearish. In between those areas, a lot of chop and whipsaw, and as we try to determine who's going to take back control of this market. Guys, if you love the information I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it'll take you right over to our webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans. You can see people signing up right here. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because we want you to get in there. We want you to make sure you love it and become part of this winning team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We also have our educational material, our Elliott Wave 4 Beginners Online course, and our Advanced Elliott Wave course. This is how we figure out these key levels that we trade off of, that we succeed off of, that we make money off of. This is how we understand these irrational markets, these crazy moves that have come in the market. Aren't all that shocking if you understand the key levels. This course, the Advanced Elliott Wave course, goes through all of the complex patterns such as your advanced fib levels, your diagonals, the double and triple threes, your flats, your triangles, everything you need to make sense of this crazy market, all these crazy moves we've been seeing lately. They are explained and are in Elliott Wave, and we have that here for you. As you can see on the screen, it is helping traders understand this crazy market and make money, but if you've never done this or it's too advanced for you to get started, we also have our Elliott Wave 4 Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market. It is so confusing when good news makes market go down and bad news makes the market go up. This is because the news cycles don't mean anything. Why is it when you see a blowout earnings and the company crushes it, the price of the earnings goes down 7%? Why is it when you see them have a terrible earnings like Tesla did 2 earnings sessions ago, go up by 10%? All of this news is noise, and Elliott knew that long ago. He knew that the key levels and the trading action is what mattered, and he knew what happened when those key levels held. He knew what happened when they broke, creates incredible setups and trading, and we teach all of that in these courses. This course is 25 videos. I go through your introduction because I have to introduce you to Elliott Wave Theory, trading mentality, and everything you need to know, your mindset and emotion to get started. Then we got to get you set up with your chart setup and tools. We go through every tool you need to use with Elliott Wave Theory, how we use it, and why we use it. And then your Elliott Wave 4 Beginners area, where we go through each of the waves, how they work, what their measurements are, how to find the key levels that truly matter, the theory of alternation, the corrective depth theory, the pivot, everything you need to know to make sense of an irrational market. Now, the awesome thing is, if you want to get both of these courses, you can get them at a discount in our bundle plan where we give you $37 off to get both courses. However, if you want to pay nothing for these courses, you can simply join one of our monthly rooms as they are included, and all of our educational material is included in the monthly cost. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over big picture, I go over individual stock charts, I go over the economy as a whole. I go over why we're looking at what we're looking at, why we think there's a big major top and a major correction coming, what's behind the scenes that you don't see. We go through all of that on these calls. I answer all your questions and make sure you know where we're at in the counts and what to expect. We also include all of our trading material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing in day trades. So we do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for individual stocks, if you're looking for futures trading, an amazing income trading system where PT just prints money, or his advanced training, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading. Again, his income trading method where you just print money watching the market move, and his reduced risk binary method that crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price, and he gets you big multiples on your money. It's how he structures those trades that's so unique. And that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial, so you can get in there and see all of it and make sure that you understand it and you like it and it's for you, so you don't have to spend any money. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Key takeaways for today: bulls really need to hold 51.73. Below that, and we could see a quick flush to the downside. As long as we stay above that, we'd look for another bounce, continuation to the upside towards 54.22 to 54.93. They can stretch it as high as 55.81, but above that becomes very bullish towards 58.30 to 58.50. Over on the NASDAQ, Bulls really need to hold 17,625. Otherwise, we can see a flush down that would break the April lows and turn the market very bearish very quickly. Above that, we would look for them to bounce 19,175 to 19,603 are the main numbers. They can stretch as high as 20,132 and still push down and start the bear market. Above 20,132, we turn bullish to 22,000. Guys, that is your market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.